Hey guys, it's Randy with Essential Maintenance Services. Now it's time for the 3-month update on the 2024 rig build, so let's get into it. Made some updates to the system, modified the way it's mounted, designed a cube for it. It's much cleaner, lots more room. This is a triple pump system as it sits. You have twin fat boys and a 5.3. It's a Midwest Washing Equipment V4. It's modified, has a transfer station in it, filling station in it. The front right there, I'll get to that, what that does later, because I know that's probably going to throw some confusion in there. And then I have a module on the back right there that runs all of the pumps in the downstream. Have a NOCO, charges my battery, 100 amp hour lithium. Have a radio trap remote control system with about a 6-mile range, and it's a dual remote. It runs a rinse module and it runs a Flow Pro. And in the front down there, when you flip those down, changes this from a house washing rig to a remote 2-step fleet washing rig. This unit has 3 remote downstream options, remote soft wash option, remote 2-step fleet wash, and 2 people can work off it at the same time independently, both off the same remote. This is your transfer station, which can be incorporated into that module in a different configuration. And then this is your soaps and another part of your transfer station. You have your soap 1, your soap 2, and then your water. And then this is infinite soap because it has a drop stick. When you come over here and you activate your soap, it activates this line and brings soap to you. If you turn this knob, it activates your transfer system and it draws from this line. So you can take it, move chemical from this tank to this tank, or you can empty the tanks, you can fill the tanks, anything you want to do on the system, and you will never open the lid on the system other than to service those tanks. This is your fill line. It transfers through here and goes to whatever tank you want it to. But it also, if you notice, I have a Gilmore gun right there. I could hook onto that line and spray from that line. It does multiple things. If you notice that there's cam locks on the ends of all of the mixing blocks, and these aren't all mixing blocks. They're you have one mixer, you have one remote, you have one set of hose reels. These are on here for filling or for winterizing. This particular one here, if you take it off and hook this air fitting to it, you can winterize this entire system from that one point. The downstream has a manual bypass of this system, which is operated right here and controls both your soaps. And then I have my water distribution system. I've covered this before, but I'll go over it again. It comes in, you can get your pressure on it, it's filtered. This is a direct over to the buffer tank at the bottom of the pressure washer if you needed to bypass that and run straight off the spigot. This is a flush valve for an eye wash station. You just reach down there and grab that, pull that off, open it up, wash your eyes out. And this here is if you need to run right off the spigot, you can just unroll either hose and connect straight to that and spray right off the spigot, and that one fills your buffer tank. This little setup here you can see it. You can actually take and uncam this one and uncam this one and switch them, and then this 5/8 hose becomes your water line and this becomes your spray line. Right now this is my water line and this is my spray line, but it's switchable with the new pumps coming out. Some of them require 3/4. The options are there, and that's what this entire system is about: options and redundancy. It is baked into the DNA of the design. Coming around to the back, you have 18-inch hose reels, your water and your chem, and you have 12-inch hose reels, your primary 200 feet and your secondary with 300 feet. It has a Flow Pro built into it. This is your downstreaming module. This pulls straight from your mixer, so your soaps and everything is controlled at the front. This is a manual soap that you control back here, and then this is your manual SH. The manual SH is labeled manual because at the time it was. Now it is operated by the Flow Pro, so that's your second remote option. And then this comes straight from the remote rinse module and operates your chemical from the front. So you have 3 different options. If you need soap, this is the one you want to use. If you need somebody else is running on the system and using the soft wash system, you use this one and you use the actuator. And then this one comes straight off the remote rinse module, which is the one I run, because when I'm not pumping chemical, it's rinsing my injector, and after about 90 seconds I open the Flow Pro and I have full flow. Both people, like I said earlier, work off this system at the same time on the same remote. You just have 2 different controllers. Got all of my accessory tools, ladder, refabricated a tank stand. Well, let me back up there. I fabricated a tank stand for my 55-gallon that I had existing. The 65-gallon leg tank gone, much more room, much cleaner. Really like this tank. I wish I had not plumbed it prior and used all Uniseals, but you know, you don't know what you don't know when you don't know it. This is a little bit of the back. Try to get you some views here. And there's the remote rinse module. And I have a 100 amp hour lithium battery inside there, and I use this breaker to cut the remotes off because they wire hot and pull power all the time. And this is for a second 100 amp hour lithium battery that I haven't got yet. And this is the 2-step fleet washing, steps 1 and step 2. And I finally got me a bullhorn for my ladder. That pretty much covers that.